Hello everybody, welcome to your Daily Pop. Today we have a special surprise thanks to the gorgeous and beautiful Cheryl Borelli. This arrived yesterday. It was funny, I didn't have my glasses on and I thought it said Sharon Darby, and so I was talking to Cheryl on IG going, oh, I got this deck, I can't wait to show you. And she's like, oh really? I sent it to you. I was like, oh my god, it was so funny. Anyway, you guys, I've been wanting this for quite some time and it's perfect for Halloween. It's very edgy and fun and amazing. And what I'm going to do, I just shuffled it. It's a new deck. We're going to pull 3 cards. And as I'm just talking about our Daily Pop, I'm going to do a flip through of the deck for you guys while I'm talking, because there's nothing like some gorgeous artwork to inspire. This particular card, oh my gosh, the Death card, I was like, it really, there are some decks that just speak volumes, and the artwork in this is really, oh, it's magical. I just saged everything. Beautiful. All right, let me flip these over because I looked at the deck twice, but I want to familiarize myself with them whenever I have new decks. So we have Death, Chariot, and Queen of Swords. So we are loving this because this is saying right away, how much do we love this? And I'm going to just put this here because I'm going to do a flip through in a moment. When we have Death, and then we have the Chariot, and then whatever comes directly after that is the direction we're moving in very quickly. So we are moving towards wonderful, sterling, crisp thoughts that are going to help us reacclimate to our truer, more pure selves. And to me, that is just somebody who lives simply from the place of let's connect to other people. Let's be warm. Let's be caring. Let's put others first on occasion, you know. Let's share people in our wins, but also be open and communicative when we know something might not be all rosy and perfect in their world. And also, this is in terms of business and going into business for yourself and doing things of wonder and beauty. It is a gorgeous time to do this. So what I'm going to do is just show you some of the cards while I'm talking and try not to flip out over the artwork. And I'll pause on occasion so you can look at them because it's beautiful. So with that being said, it's easy to get stuck in a rut and think, oh, you know, I don't know if I have the, and I had this morning for a brief moment, you know, I don't know if I have the internal gasoline. I don't know if I have the, basically it is the motivation to move a muscle, change a thought, and go in a new direction and get things done that we want to do. You know, it's going for from a more like lethargic, I can do that later, putting things off, procrastinating to, why don't I just do this and then I'm done? I did that yesterday. I had to make a phone call that was going to just clear the day for a little R&R. I love these so much. And because of that, I felt great the rest of the day because I knew I didn't want to be pinned down to something that wasn't necessary. I didn't need you know, this assessment on my house, and I felt like I was kind of cornered into it. And once I just stopped and said no thank you, I felt now I'm free to do whatever I want. Great creative day for making videos and jewelry. I had the best time. Look at this, I love the reds, and it's really great because the pentacles have a lot of green, the wands are just drenched in red. See the pentacles, how beautiful. I just like it. It's a really multi-tiered deck. The major arcana are very like theatrical and rich, and they emote a lot. But pentacles, there's no doubt about that too, and I love the symbolism in it too. It's going to be very helpful. I love this deck. But getting back to when we have Death, Chariot, and Queen of Swords, I mean, that's talking about we now know what we want and we're moving towards that. We're taking actionable steps, you know, in the right directions with clarity. So we're not, you know, second guessing ourselves. We're not waffling about. We're not saying, let me add in hindrances and problems where there shouldn't be any, right? This is for some of you guys too, transitioning. If you've moved to a new place, if you've moved to a new, because a Chariot can, to me, that also connotates movement. So if you've moved to a new school, a new city, a new country, you're transitioning with the Queen of Swords is going to be beautiful. It is going to be restful, tranquil. You're going to settle in. You're going to start as you mean to go on. You're going to have good thoughts about your environment and your place in it and how to proceed. You know, again, remember you guys, anybody going through changes, a new business, a new country, anything, give yourself time to acclimate and, accrue balance and a feel for where you are. Because sometimes once we're in sync with our environment and its vibration, we can really, push forward beautifully and feel at peace and feel, I've got this. Because the mind is a funny thing and it can play tricks on us and it can make us think that we're nostalgic or homesick for what was. But if we were always doing what was, we would never move to what is to be, right? And we're meant to move to a place where things become, because we always are becoming. I think that's the best representative of that death, chariot, and queen combination is we're always moving towards a better us, a clearer us, a more true representation of our spirit and who we are and where we're going and why. Now, here's something that we need to do. I'm going to have a quick sip of coffee. We need to identify why we want things. Why do we want this item that we think we have to have? Why do we want this education, person, job, house, requirement? Why is our brain, why is our heart? And firstly, is it our brain or is it our heart? Is it our ego or is it our soul telling us we should have this? Because wanting is such a human condition, I swear. And I feel like the death card is wonderful for that, because that means we're achieving what we sought out to do. And now we're going to lay it to rest and we're going to now move on to something else. And the queen will simplify it for you. She won't complicate it. She'll say, this is necessary because I want this, because if this occurs, then I'm going to do that. Okay, quick sip of coffee. I was talking so much yesterday to so many people and making so many videos that for the first time in a long time, I love that. I love the magician in this. Ooh, the purple. It's like the magic carpet ride. But see how evocative they are of like emotion, just everything. There's so much symbolism. When I first saw this, I thought it was a broken egg, and I'm not sure. Yeah, it's an eggshell. See what I mean? And the Empress is like, I'm breaking this wide open and I'm going to find out what's to discover. That's new life, right? All of that. Look at it. It's so like powerful. I really, really love this. Again, you guys, this is the Night Sun Tarot. So also with that death card, we're giving ourselves permission to move away from that comfort zone that is going to just kind of turn us into a turnip if we stay there too long, right? Like, how much do we want to do exactly what we did and get exactly what we got the day before, right? I know for me as a Sagittarius, repetition is like it is a death sentence. This is one of my favorite cards on the whole deck too. This is amazing, the Strength card. Look at that lion. Look at the tattoos. I just love it. In the background, we've got the flowers, the snake underneath. Oh, just see all the symbolism is just absolutely amazing. Love it. Again, knowing we're safe all the while. The Queen of Swords knows I'm happy in my convictions of what I'm doing. I'm not going to be waylaid. I'm not going to be persuaded else in other directions. I'm not going to be. This is really fascinating too. It's hard for me to look at this great art and like keep my thoughts going. Love this too. The star is really beautiful. Not be derailed. Also, not second guess ourselves. I'm really big lately on the subject of over analyzing and what a waste of freaking time it is, and how it really does not enhance our life in any way. If we make a decision, go for it. I'm telling you, I've been my happiest when I make huge decisions very quickly and I move on. I picked my first house that we bought on my lunch break. Same thing with my car after I got off of, because I remember I was still in my Taekwondo suit. Went in, just got out of the dojo. I was like, need a new car, walked right in and bought it right on the spot. Like, I didn't even drive it. There's something where it's like, I could ask myself a millions why and then run around in circles, but I'm really lucky when it comes to that, being decisive on big things. Sometimes it's the little things that drive myself crazy at the bead store or something. But again, it's like the Queen of Swords I'm hearing right now too is saying, treat yourself to something. Treat yourself to something, because the queen always knows they're deserving of something, a nice treat, a beautiful, it doesn't matter, cosmetic, hair appointment, a new deck of cards, whatever it is. The Queen of Swords says, you work hard, you think hard, you love hard. Now, remind yourself of how high value and how special you are, and keep reminding yourself of that. That will stop you, A, from trying to produce like a machine, trying to prove yourself to people that don't deserve it. It'll stop you from explaining or over explaining yourself to people or parties that don't deserve it, right? You'll keep your counsel and you'll feel strong and composed with that kind of energy, right? And again, Cheryl, you are so wonderful. She's such a lovely soul, you guys, and you should go check her out on IG too. She does a whole bunch of stuff for domestic violence. Her son has autism. She is absolutely amazing. She does lots of videos over on YouTube and as well as IG, and she's just amazing, and I'm really proud to call her a friend and just a generous spirit, and I'm really used to being the giver in my relationships too. Like, I love sending people treats and saying thank you. I feel like I have a nice abundant life. When it comes to things, like I just end up having some really cool stuff, whether it's like crystals or things, and I like to give. So when you realize that there's others out there in the world like that, it really is a wonderful, beautiful place, and I've run into so many people like that. Christina Lawson and Ezra is absolutely amazing, just beautiful, unbelievable. Sammy from Not Your Average Glow Up, just open, beautiful souls, and Trey over at Tigre, just honest to goodness, happy little dancing souls. I'm so lucky to have met all of you guys, and so lucky to do what I do. So I want you guys today to have a quick assessment. Honestly, what do I need to drop? Who am I oversharing with? Who am I caring and I'm not being, I'm getting nothing in return for that? Where am I putting in efforts? So make a decision to just say, okay, every time something comes in and you think you want that, like an urge, I need to go to the store, I need to go this, I need to contact that person, just ask yourself a quick why. And if it doesn't come up like an emphatic because, then save your energy, get strong in your resolve to not cast out energy that others aren't deserving of. And that's definitely, a death and queen kind of combo for y'all. So love and light, you guys.